Hey guys, truly excited and delighted to welcome all of you. Have you heard about the art of manifesting? Of course, we all have experienced it as well, but maybe or maybe not realized it. So today we have Karishma Babulal here with us, who's going to tell us a little bit about this and lots more. She's a very renowned author, absolutely a beautiful, charming lady who's here to win your hearts. Let's welcome Karishma Babulal. Hey Karishma, how are you doing?
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Thank you.
Come, please join us. So I have lots to ask you, something very interesting. So let's get started with, you penned down the book. Is that how it is? You're the author
recently,
of the book.
Yes.
Recently, Gift of Giving.
Yeah.
That's manifesting Rich Dad Robert Kiyosaki through Great Dad's lessons.
Yeah.
That's such a long name at first.
That's a subtitle.
Yeah. And I just want to know about Dad Robert Kiyosaki. Tell us a little bit about this as well, and about the art of manifesting, and how did you experience it?
Yeah,
Let's go ahead.
So I'm Karishma Babulal Sekhani. I'm an engineer, IT professional, a badminton player, and a fitness enthusiast, and now an author. So that's why I'm here. So a magical story, I would say, unfold when if you have heard Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
So I am a big fan of Robert Kiyosaki, and during the COVID when I lost my father, I read the book first time, and after reading that book, I became so much into that, into his teachings that I had already ended up, applying it in my daily, whatever I used to think. Like, he totally blown my concepts about money and a lot of things related to how money works and everything, Usually we think like only rich people have money, and, poor people usually, they fight for money. It's not like that, If you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you will understand the thought process which we have is very wrong. And Robert sir has completely changed with his teachings and with his insights in the book. So when I lost my father, I was missing a mentor, a father figure. So I used to see my father in Robert sir. So it was in COVID I started, and 3 years back later, I saw an ad, and he's from America. So I saw an ad where there was an event where he was supposed to come. So I thought, I was just praying all the time these 3 years that I want to meet him, because why this man is not coming to America, India. So I started even planning my finances to meet him, because I was truly blown away, and truly I used to admire.
They got a workshop, like they conduct workshops.
No, it was not a workshop. It was an event where they call speakers and they give insights. So it was a Growth Summit India event.
Sure.
So this was that manifestation that, me. So what happened is, since I'm a big fan, I wanted to gift him something. Now, I know I'm a big fan, but many other fans will come, and, I wanted something like, if I gift him something, he should remember me. So I didn't know, so I started making something, I thought first I'll make a portrait or something like, if you're a fan, of some celebrity or an author or anyone, you want to gift him something that they'll remember for life. So with that gesture, I got something for him. And when I gifted him that thing, when I met him, he had tears in his eyes. And he was so emotional that, he called me like twice, thrice on stage, and, everything was very magical for me. And he called me his good friend. So him telling all those lines is something, I think it's beyond words for me right now. So that's how my story started. I learned the lesson of gifting, from my father. So he was a very giving nature. So the giving nature, and the manifestation all together put me in a setup where I was able to meet Robert Kiyosaki, and there itself in that event somebody approached me to write a book. There was a publisher who was very impressed. So he said, you have a story and you should write a book. And writing a book was always like inside me, because my father is a very good, he himself writes good letters and everything. He's very good with languages. He's multilingual. And so I thought, since my father is gone, let me just, and I used to tell him always, my father, that you should write a book, Papa. But he didn't get the right time, right people, I felt. So immediately when somebody approached me, I said, okay, I will go for it. And that's how my book has come now.
I really want to know, how did encountering Robert Kiyosaki make you a star of that event? You said he invited you several times. You've still not told us what gift you gifted him. You kept it a secret, but I'll leave it there. And the influence of subsequent dreams. Did you feel this was like a great success for you? It was a wow moment for you, a super wow moment, when he invited you on stage, and at the same time you got to meet him, not just meet him, but he praised you too.
It was not one time, it was every time he will see me, he will tell me, hey, my good friend, and he made me his friend. Imagine an author who, like somebody we don't know, right? And somebody calls you a friend and you are a big fan of that person. So he is a man of, even if you see his Insta handle, it will be the real Kiyosaki. That man talks very real. Very few people in the world, I feel, that have the guts to talk real.
What do you mean by saying like he talks real? Like,
I think,
just an example.
One more thing, like
of course
I got impressed. That man had the gut to talk about, in the event itself, saying that the president of America is a terrorist. Now, imagine in today's time, if we say all these statements, do you think we'll be in people won't come and politician won't come behind us or something like that, where people will... I think there's a lot of things has happened where things, it takes gut to say all these things.
Yeah.
He knows the inside story so much, and he himself tells that he's very, whatever he does, it's never, illegal or unethical or, immoral. And I think there are very few people who do that. And that's why I salute him, and I really bow to those people who are doing what they say, and they are doing something very real. So,
sure. What message do you want to give the readers to take from your story of meeting your idol, the magic of manifestation, and the impact of influential books altogether? The message you'd like to give everyone?
I think everybody has a story to tell. So I think sometimes, things like manifestation, I didn't do any manifestation. I didn't had any like vision board or something that I used to just talk to myself, I used to pray to God, I want to meet this man, I want to meet this man. And when your energy goes in there, and I used to do it all the time, because I became for me, it became a divine, being for me, So I wanted to meet him. So this story, so for readers, I think with your whatever experiences you have, something can touch heart and, inspire people, Basically, touching heart over such a hard and, real man, it takes like, you have achieved something. So for that, lot of people in that event, they came to me thinking I'm the star of the event, I'm a celebrity now, and, people are coming and clicking photos with me, and, I mean, there are hundreds and lakhs of people who are a fan of Robert Kiyosaki. He's changed lives. So I thought, with my story from my father's lessons, how I was able to meet him. Robert sir is my rich dad, and my father is a great dad. So this story whole combines to a level that, I wanted to write it to the audience so that they have an insights like how I was able to meet him, and how law of attraction and law of giving, it's a universal nature, law of attraction. So for me, if I put it in my mathematical equation, for me it went out like law of giving plus law of manifestation is equal to law of receiving. So I received so many things, so many dreams came true in the same event. And you were asking me that what I had gifted. So it was a pendant with his teachings. Like one side it was a book cover. So one side it was Rich Dad Poor Dad, and the other side was Bitcoin. He really likes Bitcoin, and he really tells to invest in gold, silver. He's a finance guy, so he's written the books on personal finance. So he talks about money, only money. So he loved it because it was made in silver. So I think he sensed it that I am a big fan, and so it was a
That's
nice
very special,
story.
and thank you for the hidden secret that you revealed to us.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been so amazing to have the very smart and intelligent Karishma sharing her thoughts, her ideas, and more than that, her beautiful life experience, which is very close to her heart, but she's been honest enough to share it with everyone in the book as well as with us here at Wow Talk. So I feel completely wow meeting you, Karishma.
Same here.
Karishma Babulal Sekhani. Thank you for being here with us. I'll say you 1, 2, 3, and you just have to go with wow, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us here. Okay, guys. Sir, come. You might have to edit that sentence. That president is a terrorist. You might have to edit that. Come.
Yeah.
Sir, sir, एक नहीं 3, 4 ले लो. No problem. आजा. Sir, Jitendra ji, I need to tell you this because पता नहीं who's going to work on the edit. हमने एक sentence कहा है.
ठीक है.
नहीं, इन्होंने नहीं कहा. किसी और ने कहा. But you might have to edit that, and that's important. It's risky.
Yeah, that's true. So he does all risky.
Thank you. Yeah, for him it's not, but
Yeah.
come.
Thank you so much.
Sir, come. Jitendra ji.